90-Day Fiancé. Jenny, frustrated with lack of freedom at Sumit's house, has to hide ALC0 whole bottles from his family. Are we teenagers? 90-Day Fiancé stars Jenny Slatin and Sumit Singh are making major adjustments while living with his parents. The former boiled over the rising tension over the lack of privacy and freedom in the latest episode of The Other Way. She expressed her frustration about having to hide and her husband's alcohol bottles from the family. The American star has already been unhappy with the joint family setup. Jenny wanted her freedom back at any cost. She is even helping Sumit make their café successful. But the sudden changes in their lives seem to have taken a toll on the couple's marriage. Jenny never dreamed about working at this age. Still, she is ready to do anything to come out of their financial mess. What happened? Why is Jenny so angry? 90-Day Fiancé. Sumit snapped at Jenny over café stress. 90-Day Fiancé star Jenny Slatin is learning to manage the café business. She wants to support her husband, Sumit, in their new venture. The reality TV stars faced many challenges in opening their business. However, things reached a boiling point between Jenny and Sumit during the latest episode. The former was shocked when his wife made some mistakes in calculating a customer's payment. Jenny asked her father-in-law for a change of a 500 rupee note. She wanted to give the customer the change. But the TLC celeb ended up giving the customer all the money. Sumit's dad asked, "You have given them all the change I have given to you?" Jenny explained that she didn't know how the Indian currency worked. Sumit was in disbelief that his wife couldn't do simple math, and he insisted that the currency worked the same way everywhere. 90-Day Fiancé. Jenny and Sumit have to hide ALC0 whole bottle from the family. Jenny Slatin and Sumit Singh are trying to adjust to the new setup. They are living with the latter's family after years of living alone as a couple. Jenny wasn't initially on board with the idea. But she is trying to adjust just for her husband's sake. But the 90-Day Fiancé star appears to be done with the lack of privacy and freedom. Recently, TLC shared a new teaser of the upcoming episode. In it, Jenny was frustrated over the condition of their home. She admitted, "It's turning into a nightmare." The reality TV star said the experience hasn't been good so far because of all the mess. Jenny grew angry with Sumit for having no privacy. She revealed, "We can't leave our alcohol out, we have to hide it." Like, how old are we? The American native went on to share that she and her husband have to lock the door before taking the bottle out. Jenny became angry when Sumit admitted to liking all this. She wanted to know if they were teenagers who had to hide everything. The TLC star also said she wasn't happy living with her husband's parents and expressed her frustration. Jenny just wanted to scream at the top of her lungs. As per Entertainment Tonight, Sumit is actually enjoying all this. He even felt his wife was complaining too much and shrugged it off. Fans still remember how the 90-Day Fiancé star's mom reacted when she found alcohol bottles in Jenny's luggage. For more such updates, how 90-Day Fiancé star Jenny's face changed after weight loss. 90-Day Fiancé franchise star Jenny Slatin has impressed fans with her weight loss journey, and some of her followers think that her face looks younger every day. Jenny, who's now 65 years old, met Sumit, he's 30 years younger than her, on Facebook more than 10 years ago. Sumit fell in love with Jenny and decided to get married to her, although he was going against his family's wishes. Sumit's family still refuses to acknowledge Jenny as their daughter-in-law, due to her age. However, fans are noticing the fact that 90-Day Fiancé cast member Jenny tries to keep herself looking young, fresh and fit, as she continues navigating life in India with Sumit. Jenny's secret to weight loss is walking. She's been consistent with it, and initially lost several pounds as a result. She's also managed to overcome her soda addiction. She loves Dr. Pepper. That type of beverage isn't readily available where she lives. Also, Indian food is a little hard on Jenny's stomach, so she goes for a diet that's light on oil and spices. 90-Day Fiancé star Jenny's wrinkles and fine lines have faded. Due to the natural aging process, Jenny had a mature look. Since 90 Day Fiancé star Jenny is a demonstrative person, the skin on certain parts of her face naturally creases when she makes facial expressions. For this reason, fans thought that they spotted fine lines on her forehead. They also thought that her mouth drooped a bit, and commented on her thinning lips. However, weight loss and maintaining an active lifestyle have helped Jenny to get a smoother, more radiant look. Jenny's face looks vibrant and lovely, with few visible wrinkles. 90 Day Fiancé star Jenny's face looks slimmer. Before she lost weight, Jenny's face was fuller, and it had a rounder shape. Fans felt that Jenny had a prominent double chin, and some followers harshly compared it to a turkey's neck. However, with less volume in her face, 90 Day Fiancé celeb Jenny's jaw and neck now look tightened. Some fans suspect that Jenny got plastic surgery to get a new face and neck look. They think she had a facelift procedure. It's perhaps just the result of consistent exercise, but the way her neck looks now is very different. 90 Day Fiancé star Jenny has got glowing skin. While Jenny hasn't revealed the skincare routine that she follows in India, her complexion has a unique glow that wasn't visible in her older photos. Perhaps it's happiness she's finally become Mrs. Sumit Singh, but it might be lifestyle changes. Jenny's glowing skin is a sign of good health. At 65 years old, 90 Day Fiancé celeb Jenny's complexion is impressive, and lately, she seems to enjoy posing for pictures with her younger husband. 90 Day Fiancé, Jenny's new life update in India proves that her in-laws were wrong. She's the right woman for Sumit. 90 Day Fiancé star Jenny Slaton's often been considered an unlikely mate for Sumit Singh, but he recently honored her on her 67th birthday, and later on, the two danced joyfully outside. For Jenny, the latest installment of Scorpio season has been so fulfilling. Every time Sumit gushes about their love, she must think back to when it wasn't so easy. Sumit was raised by a cold and judgmental mother, and Jenny's unconditional love must make him feel safe. Everyone was against her, but she learned how to fight her own battles. Clearly, she believed that Sumit was worth fighting for, and maybe he was. Now that he gets less shade from his toxic mother Sadhna Singh, who used to strongly disapprove of Jenny, it looks like Sumit can really be himself and show his love. Maybe he loved Jenny all along. She forgave him for catfishing her in the beginning, preferring the real Sumit to the imposter that's actually sort of romantic. Sumit can count on Jenny through thick and thin. 90 Day Fiancé's Jenny can enjoy life now. She's overcome so many obstacles. Ahead of Jenny's birthday, which is November 21st, Sumit posted a loving tribute to his wife. On October 7, 2024, he let the world know exactly how he feels about the poor woman who's been mercilessly mocked for loving him. Yes, Jenny hung in there when she should probably have cut her losses, but maybe she was right all along. She may have been fighting for a good life with a nice man. Maybe Jenny saw qualities in Sumit that didn't always come across on screen. Sumit wrote, "My wife. I don't have much words to explain my love for my wife. She is everything to me. It's hard to see these words age gap. I think there is no way I can explain my love except I just want people to stop mentioning age gap. And I don't need to explain to anyone, we just love each other. Hashtag 90 Days Fiancé, hashtag 90 Day Fiancé, hashtag 90 Day Fiancé Theatherway, hashtag to hashtag Max." In the photo accompanying the post, Jenny and Sumit smiled, and both appeared to be at peace. While Sumit seemed like a real wimp at times, he had his troubles too. Growing up with parents who withheld love when he didn't follow the rules must have been grueling. Now, he can just be himself. Things are a little better between Jenny and his parents. That was really the biggest thorn in his side. Seeing Jenny enjoying her life without the usual heated arguments and belittling by her in-laws is amazing. When no one's putting her down and trying to make her feel bad for simply existing, she blooms. Sumit seems to be blossoming too, really relaxing into a relationship that is right for him. No one gave this couple the freedom to live. Everything was under a microscope, nothing was good enough. But the truth is that both are good enough, they always were. Is this Jenny's happiest life phase? She looks wonderful on Instagram. Jenny may be loving this phase of her life, it could be better than any other. She's worked through so many issues, and now, she's built bonds with her in-laws. How strong those bonds are remains to be seen. In particular, Sadhna is not to be trusted. The abuse she doled out was on a grand scale, and relentless. So, although there's peace, it's always tentative. Anything could throw them back into that toxic dynamic again. Above, Jenny and Sumit dance, and he's actually very good, with fluid moves and a bit of a bounce. Jenny does her best. What's shining through here is happiness. It's a happy couple in action. Real happiness is hard to fake. It just radiates, giving a person a look that is difficult to mimic. In the past, most of the time, Jenny didn't look completely content. She had problems and the stress showed. Now, she's fit, smiling, and enjoying fun activities with Sumit. It doesn't seem like these two need a lot to be happy, they have each other. However, there's one thing they may need: money. Jenny is not wealthy, she used to talk about her financial issues on screen. Sumit previously didn't have a lot either. This may be why they want to go back to the 90DF franchise. Jenny's been talking publicly about how she'd like to be cast again. However, in the franchise, happiness doesn't really sell. That's probably why they haven't been cast in upcoming spin-offs. Yes, there's already a spin-off, 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, but really, that show features couples in the throes of serious drama. Maybe this modern-day Cinderella will get her wish, and come back for another stint. If she doesn't, at least the 90 Day Fiancé franchise alum has her handsome prince. What happened to Jenny and Sumit? Couple isn't on 90 Day Fiancé, the other way. For several years, 90 Day Fiancé fans have followed the complicated love story of Jenny Slatin and Sumit Singh. Over the years, the 90 Day Fiancé franchise has introduced fans to some interesting characters. There's Big Ed and Liz, Michael and Angela, and Gino and Jasmine. For the most part, we've watched these couples' love stories from the very beginning. Jenny Slatin and Sumit Singh are no exception, with the pair first appearing on 90 Day Fiancé, the other way. Fans have watched as the couple tackles their age and cultural differences. This includes Jenny adjusting to life in India and trying to win the approval of Sumit's Indian family. The last time Jenny and Sumit were on a full season was season 7 of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. After investing so many years into their relationship, fans were perplexed when the couple was noticeably missing from the new season of 90 Day Fiancé, the other way. What happened to Jenny and Sumit? Here's what we know about why they aren't on season 6 of 90 Day Fiancé, the other way. What happened to Jenny and Sumit? First, their story has already been told. A huge part of what drew fans to Jenny and Sumit's story was the giant question mark as to whether Jenny and Sumit would ever get married. After all, they had a huge hill to climb to do so. This largely included gaining approval from Sumit's family, the same family who threatened to disown him if he married Jenny. It took lots of tears, fights, and prayers, but the couple finally received the approval they were so desperately looking for. This came after his parents received advice from an astrologer. However, the couple still decided to get married in secret. While this provided a huge rift in the family, it did give the couple a storyline when they appeared on season 7 of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. During that season, they went on a honeymoon and dealt with the fallout of their secret marriage. The family finally gave their approval. The family's approval is another thing that drew fans to the couple's story. This huge loose end was finally tied up on 90 Day Fiancé Diaries. In the series, fans catch up with former couples from the franchise. In January, it was revealed that Jenny was finally approved by Sumit's family. In the past, they have refused to welcome Jenny into the family due to the 30-year age gap. A lot has changed. "We're all together again," Sumit's father said in a clip. "We're happy and laughing. It's a good thing." Sumit's mother also discussed her change of heart. "What else to do? As long as they're happy, we're happy too," she said. With no more large hurdles to overcome, it's unlikely that fans will see Jenny and Sumit on 90 Day Fiancé again. Fans can still keep up with the couple on their shared Instagram account, at tlc_Sumit_Jenny_India. 90 Day Fiancé spoilers. Why is Jenny Slatin asking her fans for prayers? 90 Day Fiancé spoilers reveal that Jenny Slatin has been talking to her fans about some serious stuff going on in her life these days. She opened up to her fans about needing some prayers lately. It seems as if she and her husband, Sumit Singh, are both mourning, but who passed away in their lives? Let's take a deeper dive into what is next for them. 90 Day Fiancé spoilers. What happened? Sumit and Jenny love animals and they have adopted dogs, and Sumit has helped to rescue birds and nurse them back to health. It turns out that not very long ago, Sumit shared that his pet, Tutu, passed away. He was heartbroken and couldn't say much. He and Jenny have been incredibly upset since it happened, and they continue to ask their fans for prayers to help them get through this hard time. Not long after Sumit announced that Tutu died, Jenny took to social media to tell her fans about her daughter's dog, Dixie Lou. Dixie Lou has been part of Jenny's family for years, and her daughter asked Jenny to get all the prayers possible for her. She has some major health issues right now, and Jenny and her daughter aren't too sure that she will make it. Jenny's fans have been showing her a lot of love and support after she shared this terrible news. 90 Day Fiancé spoilers. Jenny Slatin gets massive support. Jenny and Sumit have a huge following of fans who saw them on 90 Day Fiancé. They are one of the most popular couples to date from the show. Jenny and Sumit had a lot against them at the beginning of their relationship, and his parents finally approved of their marriage. When they have been down on their luck, their fans have shown a lot of support for them. They also have started to appear on more of the 90 Day Fiancé spin-offs. Jenny's fans have really shown up for her lately, and she is thrilled that they are all praying for her and her family's dog. Jenny continues to share updates about Dixie Lou, and we do hope that we get some good news as she continues to navigate all of this. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with 90 Day Fiancé right now. Come back here often for 90 Day Fiancé spoilers, news, and updates. 90 Day Fiancé's Kimberly Rochelle calls Jenny Slatin a CT during the Other Way tell-all. 90 Day Fiancé star Kimberly Rochelle called franchise favorite Jenny Slatin a CT in an explosive clip for The Other Way's upcoming Season 5 tell-all episode. The confrontation, which is set to air December 4th, began when Jenny, 65, said Kimberly, 30, seemed very unappreciative of everything. Kimberly replied with a sharp, "Your opinion doesn't matter to me, Jenny," to which Jenny said, "You are very entitled, little spoiled brat." The already tense moment turned on a dime when Kimberly said to Jenny with a smirk, "You are a CT," resulting in shocked reactions from other tell-all participants. Jenny, seemingly unaffected by her choice words, said to Kimberly, "Come to India, honey. Come to Jaipur, I'd love to meet you." Kimberly returned the invite with, "Come on baby, I'll give you my address." The fiery exchange came after Kimberly's previous criticism of Jenny and her husband, Sumit Singh. In a recent Instagram live video, shared by Shaboodi.com via Instagram on November 5th, Kimberly took shots at Jenny and Sumit's relationship, calling it fake, despite admitting she had never met the couple. Kimberly continued that the fan favorites don't interest her, and that she wasn't hating on Jenny, but instead simply stating her opinion. They talk a big game for the cameras and are quick to retract in private once the cameras aren't rolling, Kimberly added. Sumit and Jenny's pathway to the altar didn't come without very public obstacles, though. The couple presented one of the most shocking twists in franchise history in Season 1 of The Other Way, when Jenny learned Sumit was married to another woman in an arranged marriage ahead of their own wedding. In the end, their love prevailed, and the two are now considered a 90 Day Fiancé success story, as they remain happily married in India after tying the knot in August 2021. Kimberly, on the other hand, seems to be struggling in her marriage to Tejaswi T.J. Goswami. During the Monday, November 27th episode, the two had an argument over their issues with communication, and Kimberly admitted to feeling depressed. The reality star previously confirmed via a November 9 Instagram comment she had left India and now lives in Missouri, though it is unclear if TJ is there with her. Kimberly has remained mum about the current details of their relationship, as her contract for the show likely prevents her from talking about it until the final episode airs. One Instagram user asked Kimberly on November 9 whether TJ will be joining her in the US soon, to which she responded, "I answered what I could." In reply to a November 12 comment asking if being back in America is helping with her mental health, Kimberly wrote, simply, "Yes. Woya." Jenny Slatten throwback pic stuns 90 Day Fiancé fans. 90 Day Fiancé couple, Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh met on social media and now they live together in India as man and wife. Their age difference of 30 years brought them a lot of criticism. Mostly, his parents objected to her because of her age. However, they managed to stay happy. This week, a throwback photo made people understand just why Sumit might have initially gone for her. 90 Day Fiancé spoilers, star Jenny Slatten is in her mid-60s. When TLC fans first met Jenny Slatten, she was on season 1 of The Other Way. At the time, she was 60 and on her way to India. A recent throwback photo that she shared was taken about 6 years before her debut. So, it would have been taken about 11 to 12 years ago. You probably recall that Sumit catfished her and he claimed to be Michael Jones, aged 25. 90 Day Fiancé fans sometimes have short memories, so as a refresher, they first met on social media years before TLC fans saw them. They actually started talking on social media in about 2012. So, the throwback photo would have been taken around that time. When at 90 Day Themelinated Way shared it on Instagram, a follower said, "She would be 51 or 52 in this pic. Pretty good, Jenny." This is when she started talking to Sumit, sick, I'm guessing.